Hi guys, it's Kaylee again, and today we're going to get right into it and we are going to talk about inner healing, how to do it, and how to stay consistent with it. So, where I'm going to start is by saying a lot of people have the wrong idea of inner healing. Inner healing is a bunch of things all together. It is your subconscious beliefs. It is your childhood trauma, past trauma. It is your energies, your chakras. It's a lot of things that need to really be faced here. Any fears that you have, anything like that. So, in order to do this inner healing, you must start simple. And that's the simplest way I can put it. What you want to do to start is get yourself a journal. Make time every day to write in that journal. And what you really want to focus on is anything that's bothering you. Anything that triggers you into feeling a certain way or a certain emotion that you don't like. And as you start to write all these things down, you're going to have to face why they're bothering you. And when you do this, you want to pay attention to how am I reacting in these situations? Because a piece of inner healing is learning that although you don't have control over some of the things that are going to happen to you, you can alter how you feel. And I know that this sounds hard, but when you accept that everybody's on their own path, everybody has their own healing to do, and everybody basically wants to be the best person that they can be. While it might not seem that way, you might look at somebody and say, they're definitely not trying to be their best self. But in reality, they are. They think that that version of themselves in that time is the best. So, that being said, by recognizing your reaction to undesirable situations, you can figure out, is this reaction serving me? Because if you're getting the same situations over and over again, and you are reacting the same way each and every time, you're going to get the same results. So basically, you need to try something different. You need to try a different reaction. So this is where it begins to get hard. But even in the smallest situations, I'm going to use road rage, for example. For me, that was something that I dealt with. And now it's not as bad. It's not nearly as bad. There's still times where I do get a little upset, but I don't react the same way. So it's not as big of a deal. You see what I mean? So if I'm driving and Harry Houdini pulls out in front of me and almost hit my brand new car in which my daughter is inside of. Let's just say a year ago, maybe, I definitely would have got out of the car and yelled or even possibly have thrown something at the guy. I know, and this sounds so bad and it's embarrassing almost for me to say it, but that's part of me facing my traumas, my fears, my whatever you want to call that. So now if Harry Houdini pulled out in front of me, same situation, I wouldn't get myself so worked up. I would take a deep breath and I would just say, that wasn't smart, Harry Houdini. So although it doesn't change Harry pulling out in front of me, it keeps my vibration higher than it would have been if I were to have freaked out and yelled and got upset, whatever. That is literally the smallest example that I can give you. But if you start looking at all the different situations in life like that, any repeating situations that are coming into your life, start to see how your reaction is. Start to see. Pay attention to it. Because sometimes your reactions are coming from your subconscious beliefs. So when you bring your subconscious beliefs into it, that's what you're figuring out in the journal. This is the best way to do it. You are like figuring it out in real life situations, and you literally have the chance right then and there to choose a different reaction. And the more that you do it, you'll notice how things change. Because these repeating situations keep coming back in your life because that's the energetic level that you're putting out. So that is, what you're getting back. So when you decide to change up that energy and put a different energy out there, that low vibe energy is not gonna come into your life. And while there are chances that it's gonna happen, but this is just how the universe works. You come across that low vibe and you just let it go. You just understand that's how they're vibing. That's not how I'm vibing. We're two different people. It is what it is. So a lot of, common things that I can say about subconscious beliefs and inner healing is a lot of the time you want to fall back into your old habit because you do the work and then you realize, like, wait a second, why is this still happening to me if I've been healing and, I've changed my reaction? You're then going to, okay, the universe is going to give you little times to, make sure you're still on your toes, okay? And I can say that after 7 months, I finally just realized everything that I've, been thinking, been doing. I just looked back and I realized how different of a person that I was. So what I'm saying is, you're not going to feel like you're making progress right away. But the second that you change your reaction, or you are just writing down in your journal and you realize a subconscious belief of yours or whatever, you automatically right there, you're taking a step right there. And all these little baby steps are getting you up this fucking mountain. So if you want to do inner healing, if you want to become a completely different person than you are today, you'll have to sit back and you'll have to really basically take out the mirror and look in the mirror in every situation. Another thing that I say is when you're talking crap about somebody, you're talking down on someone, you're noticing their flaws or whatever, you are seeing a reflection of yourself. So in every situation that you're in, just place that mirror in front of your face and say, how is this a reflection of me? And you're going to start to see it everywhere. Now the reflection that I see of myself is beautiful, because I find that once you've accepted that every single person is completely different to everybody, you are completely different to every single person. One person might think that you are a bitch. One person might think that you're cool. One person might think oh, she's annoying, she talks too much. One person might think, oh, she's lazy, whatever. That's because they're seeing them in you. I may have just stretched that out, but you get what I'm saying, okay? use that reflection to your advantage. When you do your inner healing, it's not just all a journal. It's literally every single day. And this should come with a warning label that when you start to do your inner healing, you are going to lose friends. You're going to go through times that feel very, very tough. And that's because you are purging out all the stuff that is no longer serving you. And as human beings, we get into a comfort zone with people, situations, jobs, etc. So when you're in that comfort zone, to get out of that comfort zone, it causes anxiety, it causes, wonder and curiosity, and you get scared that you're gonna fail. But by getting out of that comfort zone, you're literally opening up your opportunities. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is we all need to slow down. We all need to take a step back and look at each other as if we're all one thing. We're all connected. We are all one. So when somebody's doing something great and you recognize that, it's going to create a domino effect. More people are going to start to realize that more people are doing good things. And then that's encouraging and giving that energy to create more good vibrations, if you will. So the chakras come into play with your inner healing because I personally believe, because I did this and it worked great for me, I did my chakras first. I balanced my chakras. Now, granted, you will have to balance them every once in a while. You can balance them every day if you want. And one time of balancing them might not do it for you. You may have to do multiple sessions. But once you balance your energies, you can start to feel where they're flowing. And you start to realize that you were just out of whack. And that's literally what it is. Your energy was all over the place. And when it couldn't go through one spot, it had to be shoved into another. And some chakras you can overexert energy, and some, you don't have any energy there. So, and I don't want to say you have none there, because you do, but it's very low, or it's blocked off from flowing correctly. So start with the chakras, but do it as often as you feel necessary. You'll start to realize the root chakra, because it is the foundation, that can cause a lot of other issues. So take time to get to know your body, get time to focus on good energies. And a part of this inner healing process, a part of this inner healing process, you're going to have to give yourself all the time that you need. You can't rush this. You have to take it. And if you are alone and you don't want to hang out with anybody for months, you're healing. You'll start to recognize how energy just comes off of people. And it does go farther out than you would realize. Like, we basically have this circle of energy coming from us, like we're exerting this energy. And if you go into someone's energy field and you're not ready for it, your energy is going to fluctuate. So right now, what I want you to go do is just get your journal, write down every single thing that you can think of right now that makes you upset, angry, anxious, undesirable, whatever. And then go check out what the different chakras are doing. Check out the symptoms if you have an unbalanced chakra. I do have some videos on that, so I will put that in the description box or whatever. Yeah, so get started with your journal and then start thinking about your chakras. This will help you kickstart your healing process. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if I was all over the place. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day.